What about a pick six here, guys?
Let's do it.
Blazers trail 17-7, the final minute 41 of the first half. He's going to throw it. Looking out the flat, tipped up in the air, intercepted by the Blazers. He spins and dives. Is it touchdown? You called it.
The David Dean Show, your weekly look at Valdosta State University Blazer football, is brought to you by Georgia Farm Bureau.
Hello and welcome to the David Dean Show. I'm Dick Rocky with the head coach. Valdosta State makes the long road trip to Texas, comes home with a nice win after falling behind 17-0 early in that football game, Coach. And I was thinking it's appropriate that it started that way, but this time you guys found a way to win it.
Yeah, thank goodness we found a way to win it. You know, I challenged our guys, let's don't do that again. You know, let's get ahead early in the ball game and not spot them points. But, you know, we did it again, but to our kids' credit, for the third straight week, we were behind by 3 scores, and we came back and we finally won one.
Well, it was a good win. It was a great facility over there. They seat 15,000 there, but they had about 7,500. Great crowd and beautiful stadium for them. And we were just talking. That's pretty much it in Kingsville. Not a whole lot there.
No, there's not a lot there. It's a beautiful campus and a beautiful facility, and you know, there was a lot of things going on. It was really a great atmosphere for a football game. It was perfect weather, so really nice night. We had a great time.
All right, we'll be back. First half highlights in just a minute.
What will you find at Valdosta State University?
Challenging academics.
Innovative hands-on experience. Over 100 fields of study.
Engagement in a vibrant community.
Caring mentors and friends. Service and leadership opportunities.
Championship athletics.
The full university experience.
At Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to the David Dean Show. Coach, get off to a good start because you win the coin toss, you defer, and darn if they don't keep the ball 14 plays for 75 yards, 6 minutes and 33 seconds.
Yeah, they took a lot of time off that first drive, and to their credit, they were executing very well. They were mixing up their run and the pass, and their quarterback was playing a great football game early in that game.
And then they come back with a quick score, 3 plays on a minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was after we got a first down and then went forward on 4th down at midfield, and we gave them a short field on that. But we felt like that we could get that first down, just didn't execute.
Let's jump into the first half right away and look at this. The Blazers are all white uniforms, and a bunch of seniors playing their final football game for Valdosta State, and a lot of them played really, really well.
Well, they did. We had a lot of guys, as you'll see throughout this game, that were playing their last game for Valdosta State, and you could tell they wanted to win. And I was really proud of the way they played. Great kick here by Jake Walker to start the game. He had a little bit of wind with him, but here you can see their quarterback. He's a big kid, very athletic. He's got a very strong arm, quick release. They throw the little out route right there and convert on a 3rd down play. And he was very tough to tackle. We had him in the secondary in the backfield a lot, but just couldn't bring him down. Great play right there, you know, to stop him on the run. And one thing that we did right here is we bowed our neck when they got inside the 5. They tried to run the ball in there twice and couldn't get it, and then they come back and throw the pass in there for a touchdown. And you can see they took a lot of time off. And this is our first play offensively. You really can't tell this, but the ball got up in the wind. And Shontavius made a great move, got behind their secondary, and the ball just got caught up in the wind and went past them. Here's a great 3rd down conversion on the throw right there to Reginald Lewis. And then we come right back here on 1st down. We get a really good run by Cedric O'Neal. Great blocking out there on the perimeter, pick up about 8 yards. And we end up not getting a 1st down. We went for it on 4th down and gave them the ball on about the 48-yard line. So they had about 52 yards to go for a score. Very close right there. We wish Jeremy could have picked that one off, and he didn't do it. Again, good job here with the run game. We move the ball very well, and right here they do a good job of covering that up. And here's where we give them great field position. We get a fumble there and give them the ball inside the 20-yard line. Again, good job here by our defense. We're trying to strip the ball out. We get it stripped out, but they ruled him down. And they have another opportunity, and the guy makes a great throw right here for a touchdown. So we're down 14-0 there in the first quarter. Got to battle back. Good throw here to Shantavius. Like to see him get up the field, but we do pick up some positive yards. And you just watch this guy run. He's not very big, but just watch how hard he runs. Austin Scott played an outstanding football game. And here's just a miscommunication. We're supposed to be running the post there, and Shantavius does it, and Caleb throws the ball to the outside on a go route, and they intercept it. So we've got 2 turnovers there really in the first quarter, and really hurt us, because I thought that we had an opportunity to put together a nice drive, which we were, and then we didn't get that on that 3rd down play. Good play here by Lance Holder on the blitz, forcing them to throw the ball away there on a 2nd down play, and they ended up having to punt. And then good run here by Cedric O'Neal. We got good blocking up front and out on the perimeter. Another good run here by Cedric. We stall out. Dom comes in. This is a kick into the wind, and it kind of died right there. But we get a great bounce out of it. Rolls down inside the 15-yard line. And then, boy, just a fluke play right there. Just crazy. They fumbled the ball, and their guy catches it right in stride and makes a big play out of it. After this big play right here, they get the ball down inside the 20-yard line. You can see they're moving backwards right now. Our defense did an outstanding job of bowing their neck right there, and they forced them into a field goal, and he hits a 51-yard field goal that just inched over the crossbar there. So with not very much time left there in the first half, we're down 17-0. Not a lot of panic in our guys. You can see a great move right there by Caleb throwing the ball to Shantavius. He's making a lot of people miss. We moved the ball down. I was kind of hoping that we would get a score on this drive. We ended up not doing that. We get a throw right here that gets us a 1st down. That's a good 3rd down conversion, but we end up having to punt the ball. Get a great punt there by Dom. Pin them down there on the 1, and then we've got to keep them right here, and this is what our defense does. They do an outstanding job of not letting them get outside the 5-yard line. And then this was a great drive for us. You know, there was not much time left, and we're trying to get out of bounds, trying to preserve the clock here. Great run right here. Great read there by Caleb for the touchdown. So not much time left, less than 2 minutes. Big play here by Trocon Gay, a senior, tips it right. This time, Jeremy Grable's able to hang on to it, and all of a sudden now we've cut the lead to 17-14 and brought some momentum into the half, and we were really excited. Those 2 drives are the 2 drives that we had right there at the end of the half, and then the big play on defense was really something that gave us a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence going in at the half.
Coach, Cedric O'Neal, 30 carries for 167 yards. Mitchell's 1,000-yard mark this year by 25 yards.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he carried the ball 30 times, but he and Austin Scott were both warriors, and I told them after the ball game, as well as our offensive line, to go at that fast pace as we did and play as well as they did. What a great night they had.
All right, Blazers are back in it. We'll take a look at a good second half for Valdosta State in just a moment.
The David Dean Show is brought to you by Georgia Farm Bureau and also by Colony Bank, the Houston Clinic, Sunset Farm Foods, Drury Inn and Suites, the Georgia Lottery, and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Welcome back to the Coach David Dean Show. And Coach, Blazers got it real close again in that before the half ended. And I'm not going to say he dominated the second half, but it was 21-7, and it's a really good second half, especially that 4th quarter.
It was, and it really could have been worse. We got the ball down inside the 10-yard line, had a snap over the head, and ended up back at the 50-yard line. And then we had a touchdown that was called back on a penalty after a fumble. You know, so it really could have been a more bigger victory for us. But we'll take the victory however we can get it after the stretch we went through.
Let's take a look at the second half here. Blazers will get the kickoff.
Yeah, they were going to kick into the wind, and they were going to try and hold the wind in the 4th quarter, which I kind of figured that they would do. And they come out, and you can see the ball right here is going to die on us. We're trying to return the ball over here to the left, and Austin does a smart job and just takes it and gets out of bounds, knowing he can't get there. We come back out, great block right there by Shontavius Jones, giving us the corner on a crackback block right there. And then here's a third down play. We just make a mistake. Caleb realized it when he came over to the sideline, just tried to force one in there. They intercept the ball, get it down inside the 20, and this was a huge stop for us defensively. We kept them right there and forced them to have to go for a field goal. Big play right here. Tried to strip that ball out, didn't get it out, and forced them into a field goal, which they hit. So we're still just one score away, still 20-14 now. Get a nice return, get the ball up here at midfield, and a good throw there on a third down conversion. We get the first down to Tyree Waiters. And watch this guy just start running the football. He just got a horse collar right there that moved it up 15. And you just watch the leg drive by this guy. He's not down, still not down, he's still not down. He gets about 8 yards after contact. And then same thing right here, just fighting, continuing to push down the field. And then great run right here by Cedric O'Neal to get the ball in the end zone there for a touchdown. Great job by our offensive line knocking those guys back into the end zone. So we finally got the lead. It's been a long time since we've had a lead. And we got it, and our defense comes out and does an outstanding job again. See, we're starting to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Great play there by Virgil and Trocon and Charmaine Washington. He was our first bad snap. Great hustle there by Caleb to get on the football. We end up having to punt. We had a long third down right there, and we ran the ball up and then punted because we had the win. Great play there by Trocon. Just got to make that sack. End up forcing them to throw the ball away. And then again, we got pressure on the quarterback, and then we knocked one loose right there. We get great field position here. We're at the 40-yard line. This is where we got to convert. Great run there, throw and catch with Reginald Lewis. Unfortunately, we missed the field goal there. We just push it to the right. And again, flying to the football. Look at all the white shirts around the football. I think we did a great job of hustling to the ball. Good play here over the middle, getting a tip pass, knocking the ball down. And then unfortunately right here, that guy just makes a great throw. He puts it perfect right in there. Manny Evans can't bring him down. So they get back up by 6 again. And here's the time where we got to respond. Great throw there by Caleb to Chris Anderson, pushing us down the field. And then it was just so much fun to watch these guys run the ball last night. We just kept running the same play over and over. And great job by our offensive line just to keep knocking these guys off. We ended up not getting a first down there and having to punt. And we've got to keep them pinned up in there, and they make a great run, get the ball out of the red zone area down there. And then we come up with a big play right here. We get another fumble. Cooper Lemons ends up recovering the ball. Great run again here by Austin. You see how many yards he's getting after the contact. Picks up about 2 more yards after that. And what a great throw this was right here to Tyree Waiters on third down for a touchdown to give us the lead back early in the fourth quarter. We had a great kickoff coverage right there. They had a penalty that pushed them back to the 7-yard line for a tackle in the back. We got great pressure here. Lawrence Virgil goes back, and then Shontavius blocks the kick. Great hustle here by Reginald Lewis to run up and field that ball so it doesn't roll down the field. And we got great field position. We're at the 20-yard line. And then, boy, again, look at this run. We're just so proud of Austin and the way he ran. And then here's a great play. It's our little Wildcat package. And that angle right there doesn't do that run justice. Well, what a great run Reginald Lewis had to get the ball into the end zone there to give us an 8-point lead. And then great play right here. Jeremy strips it. And then unfortunately we got a block, low block right there that took the touchdown away. We had a chance to go up right there 42-25. Good third down conversion right here to Reginald Lewis. And then another throw right here to Chris Anderson that gets the ball down there to the 10-yard line. And this is the one where we snap the ball over the head. The ball goes back to the 50. We end up having to punt the ball. Our defense stops them. We get the football back. And we hit another pass to Chris Anderson, get the ball down inside the 10-yard line, and then we ran the clock out and didn't try to score on those guys.
Coach, I could tell in your voice, it's got to be exciting to know you've got number 7 and number 23 coming back next year. Both of them are only sophomores this year.
And all the offensive line. You know, all our offensive line is going to be back. A lot of those guys are freshmen. A couple of them are freshmen, and most of them are juniors. So it's exciting. We got a lot of key guys back.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment with the Drury Inn and Suites. We're going to take a look at the seniors. Back in just a moment.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to the Drury Inn and Suites, not their scoreboard, but Coach, you look at the seniors. You got a bunch of them, and we want to talk about them.
Yeah, we do. We're really proud of these guys. You know, they're leaving here with a conference championship and, more importantly, a national championship, but a lot of wins for this program. And, you know, I think we had 10 seniors on the defensive side of the ball, 4 seniors on the offensive side of the ball, 1 specialist. Really hit hard in the secondary. Chris Kaspari, Manny Evans, Lance Holder, Dominique Wheeler, all of those guys had outstanding careers. We lost 2 great linebackers, Jeremy Grable, Chris Pope, who made a lot of tackles for us. Chris Pope leaves here as an all-time leader in tackles. Very good defensive tackle, Lawrence Virgil, Trocon Gay, who had an outstanding game. Both of those guys on the defensive line. Then you got a couple of guys that didn't play quite as much, Jonathan Frank, Marcus Ned. Both of those guys have played a lot of football for us, and really proud that they were here. Offensively, we lose 2 big-time receivers, Reginald Lewis, Shontavius Jones. You know, everybody knows how much they helped us not only last year but this year. Big loss with Caden Cochran. You know, unfortunate that he had to go through this year with the injury problems that he had. And then a 6th-year senior, a guy that should have never been playing football again, but just willed himself back to play, Trent McGuire. Great leader for our football team. Really proud that he was here for so long. And then we had 1 specialist that kicked for us early in the year, Thomas Bailey, who's a local guy that ended up not kicking at the end of the year. But of those 16 seniors, 16, 17 seniors, a lot of good football players, guys that won a lot of football games, surely going to be missed. Yeah,
and I was talking to Caden at halftime and a few minutes, just not even about the football game, but about him and his family and what he's meant to this university. And I told him, I said, Caden, we've seen a lot of quarterbacks with bigger numbers than you, but I said, you're only one of 3 quarterbacks that have that ring that you can show people.
Well, I told him that, and, you know, I said, there's a lot of guys who have played quarterback here, but you're in an elite class. You're one of 3 that's won a national championship. And he's going to go on and coach somewhere, and he's going to be a great football coach. He's got a great family. We were very, very blessed to have Caden Cochran as part of our football team, as well as all those other seniors, Chris Pope, Jeremy Grable, Shontavius Jones, Trocon Gay, Reginald Lewis, Lawrence Virgil. You go on and on. It's going to be hard to not be able to mention those guys again.
And if you would, real quick, you mentioned some names there, some guys that are going to get a chance maybe to make the NFL team like Larry Dean did.
Well, we've got some guys that are getting some looks. Shontavius Jones is getting some looks. Jeremy Grable, a lot of folks like Jeremy Grable. They kind of put him in the Larry Dean class. Lawrence Virgil's getting a lot of looks. I think Chris is maybe getting some looks here and there. So hopefully they're going to have an opportunity. If they don't play in the NFL, maybe in the Canadian League or the Arena League. So hopefully they're going to have an opportunity to continue the dream of playing football.
All right, every year we always have a bunch of seniors. When you hear the names, it gets a little scary, but you guys seem to be able to replace them.
Well, I mean,
not replace them, but find guys maybe to do as well.
It's hard to replace some of those guys, but we do have some good young redshirt freshmen that are in their program now that have done a great job of working, and we just got to go back to work in spring practice and get those guys ready.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. We'll be back with the Georgia Farm Bureau look ahead in just a minute.
The David Dean Show is brought to you by Georgia Farm Bureau and also by Mediacom, First State Bank and Trust, Blanton and Griffin, Anheuser-Busch, Holiday Inn, Prince Automotive, and U.S. Education TV.
Welcome back to the Georgia Farm Bureau Look Ahead. And Coach, give us a quick update on what you guys are going to be doing now no golf, I know.
No, we're going to go in Monday morning at 9 o'clock, and we're going to start putting everything together for our recruiting. We'll get out on the road this week, go to the high school playoff games on Friday night. But right now we're going to finish up the rest of this semester with some voluntary workouts for our players. And coaches, we're going to get out on the road recruiting and try and replace some of these great seniors that we lost.
Any particular needs you're wanting to focus on, or is it just you want good players?
Well, we always look for athletes, but obviously we've got to replace a couple of great linebackers that we lost. We got to get more depth on our offensive line. We were killed this year with injuries on the offensive front, so we've got to increase the depth that we have on that, and then obviously we've got to get some defensive linemen as well. We've got a big signing class this year. We've got a lot of scholarships. Actually, we only played with 31 scholarships, believe it or not, this year, and you have a maximum of 36. So we were down 5 scholarships just from guys that decided not to play football anymore or whatever. So we got a lot of scholarships to play with, and hopefully we're going to have a very good recruiting class.
Coach, I want to take just a moment to thank some people and our camera crew, the students, Tierra Nixon, Olivia Steen, Allison Hicks, Amber Worthy, and then Tyler Johnson and Rick Sisler from Valdosta State. And Bill Muntz, of course, runs this whole show along with Jason Halter. And with that, Dan, the only thing we need is a makeup artist. The thing we need the most, we don't get. Somebody put some makeup on us on Sunday morning.
I tell you, they have to spend way too much time to make me look good.
But we really appreciate them because we get here about 6:30 or so, and they're here long before us. So we really appreciate it.
They do a great job, and they make our job very easy, and we appreciate everything that they do.
Well, good win at the end of the season, get us to 6-4, and I know we want to be better than that next year. And I'm sure you guys will do well on that recruiting trip.
Well, we will be. We're going to recruit well, and we're going to get after them in spring practice and hopefully get better.
All right, Coach. So for head coach David Dean, I'm Dick Rocky. We will see you sometime next year, I guess in September, with our first show then. So until then, have a great week.